Warmed up before this. It's that time of the year.
Here we go.
And it's the Hawks to start out. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Connects from three-point range.
Nice, smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Down low, here's MP. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
Here's Atlanta. 4-point game. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want, but there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Michael Conley. Here's MP. Plays it up and banks it in.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Conley against Young. Now here is Conley. T right on him. Gobert finds Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Johnson sets the screen for Young. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, MP.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
Now here's Conley. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. They trail by 3. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now, here's McDaniels. Following the miss by MP. And here's Edwards from the arc. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, into writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Here's Young. Michael Conley making his last shot. A nice shot by Young.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. Worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And the Hawks making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 4. Conley with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Reed kicks to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And finished off by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
MP passes to Okongwu. Here's Young. Gobert with the block. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. And that's now 9 points for Anthony Edwards. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Minnesota.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else they've done is really get after it defensively, specifically steals, and how they've done a good job tonight forcing turnovers.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside Edwards. Takes the 3. Reed gets the bucket. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one.
Love that play call by MP, finding a way to create for his team.
Pass to McDaniels. There's the pick. Now Gobert, covered by Okongwu. Now Alexander Walker. Gobert the screen. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Hawks trail by 7. On the wing, MP. Edwards defending. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu a screen. Here's Rizachet, defended by Alexander Walker. And it's Rizachet missing. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. To the paint. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Young. Here's Edwards. Outside Conley. This one for 3. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Love the way Gobert goes after shots. He blocks quite a few and alters many more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks trail by 12. Young with the ball. Conley picks him up. Young passes to MP. Shams, with as often as you've interacted with front offices all over the NBA, have you noticed any changes with how franchises operate with both the players and the media and that relationship and where it may be headed?
Everything has to be more specialized now in the organizations, but you're seeing true partnerships develop with teams and their players, especially their top players. Teams have to pay more attention now to data, to metrics than ever before. And the relationship between your top players in the organization That is very, very important. And the teams that do a good job of managing relationships, of managing expectations, that is clearly what separates the elite teams with the bottom teams. And certainly players in today's generation are very, very polished when it comes to the media.
Oh, you framed that so well. MP against Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man fearless inside.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Bogdanovich is checked in for Reza Shea, and Dyson Daniels subbed in for Trae Young. And then for Minnesota, Garza's checked in, and Miller's subbed in for McDaniels. Miller with a wide open look. Misses the three. The Hawks trail by 11. Now Daniels. Hunter the screen. Oh, Hunter in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The mobility of Hunter. Excellent at setting a firm screen and then the strong roll right to the spot.
Pass to Garza. Alexander Walker with the ball. Outside Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Miller, the 17-footer. And it's Daniels with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
So it's Minnesota now, after the basket by Atlanta. Here's Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got 8. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players.
Edwards against MP. Inside. The rebound by Young. The Hawks trail by 12. They've got Reza Shea. MP out there with Trae Young. And it's Nance, and it's Capella in at the center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
You know, it's pretty clear. MP is a special, talented player with tremendous upside.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Minnesota leading by 10. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Picked by Reed with his first shot attempt, and he hits the jumper for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 12. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home. Here's Reza Shea. McDaniels defending. Back to Johnson. Hawks passing it around. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And you know, one person here tonight, often not seen, but definitely heard, music producer and my guy, London On Da Track.
A staple in the Atlanta hip-hop scene. A number of rappers have called him the best producer in the business. That's high praise considering
the competition.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Grizzlies had a huge game. He finished with 52 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
Conley kicks to Reed. Johnson over to help. Reed the pass to Edwards. And here is McDaniels. Has to Gobert. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Shams, we appreciate you stopping by. We know you got a lot of things to do, a lot on your plate. Your phone's going bananas. It's lighting up about every 15 seconds. You go take care of that. We'll see you back here next time.
I can always make time for you guys. Kevin, appreciate you guys having me on.
Shams Charania, the best. Thank you so much. Great stuff right there from Shams, one of the most plugged-in people in the world of basketball.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Puts up a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot three. That's on Jaden McDaniels. For Atlanta, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw missing. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
Rebound by the Hawks. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season. Here's MP. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Showing a lot of muscle on the interior. MP unaffected by the defense there.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Reed. Lets it go from deep. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Reed's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily. MP
outside. Great focus, MP. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this.
Greetings, Shaq King.
Looking at Atlanta, they haven't looked intimidating thus far. The hunger to improve just isn't there. That worries you.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Naz Reid out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. MP against Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And finished off by Gobert.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
MP, no good.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in. Outside
Edwards. To the inside. Gobert the pass to Edwards. 2 points. That one goes. Edwards got 23 points.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's Reza Shea. 9 points in the game so far. Here's MP. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Reza Shea. Reid with a screen for McDaniels. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's MP. Close in, no stopping MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. MP against Edwards. MP dishes to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it. Now defended by MP. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. And Reid throws it down.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Trae Young.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
MP finds a gap. Count the basket. MP's got 21. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and rolls.
Outside Edwards. Reed misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
"13 feet away, and Conley gets it to go. The assist from Edwards. 10 points for Conley.
Finding the soft spot in the defense there. Crafty work by Conley.
Edwards against MP. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Pass to McDaniels. There's the triple. Good on the triple. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
MP inside. Edwards defending. That one goes. Count it. MP's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Reed for the 3. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. It's an 18-point game. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on MP. Goes up from the top of the key. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at MP, well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Young kicks to MP. And a miss there on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Rizachet. Back to MP. Driving inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 14 points here in the second half.
Now, this is what we want from MP. Night after night, an energetic performance on the offensive end.
Gobert, the screen. To the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Johnson with a screen on McDaniels. On the wing, MP. Into the lane, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
For the Hawks, Hunter's checked in for Johnson. Bogdanovich comes in for Rizachet. And Daniels subbed in for Trae Young. Timberwolves also changing it up. Joe Ingles is checked in for Reed. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Hunter's got 10.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Dillingham with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 18. Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to MP. Back to Bogdanovich. MP outside. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Hunter, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
MP passes to Bogdanovich. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 18. Dillingham. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Ingles finds Alexander Walker. Good on the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Hawks trail by 18. Now, here's MP. He's got 34. Here's Hunter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now, here's MP. Defended by Alexander Walker. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Garza, covered by Okongwu. And here is Conley. Pass to Alexander Walker. From past the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds in the game. MP outside. Okongwu kicks to MP. And he lays it straight in. MP's got 36.
Gets the ball inside and gets it done. Nice work by MP.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here is Daniels, over by Conley. MP with it. He's got 36. There's MP on the drive.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Garza. 43 seconds left to play here in the third. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. Here's Dillingham, covered by MP. The Hawks trail by 12. Hunter on the wing. MP against Ingles. Okongwu a screen. Here's MP. Okongwu It's good on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for minutes. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner that...
We'll go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Nance. Reza Shea, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And MP subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Young is out there with MP. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward position. So that's the Hawks 5. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Fades back, and another one.
Oh, another extraordinary effort from him. But we've come to expect this now.
Yeah, he's now tied for the 5th most 40-point games over a single season, setting expectations extremely high. Edwards, good.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Hawks shooting straight 49% from the field. Edwards against MP. To the paint, here's Capella. Gobert with the defensive effort.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Capella with a screen on Edwards. Shot to stop the run. The kick out to Young. MP sets the screen for Young. Down low, a second chance effort. In the corner, it's Capella. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And that's now 6 points for Johnson. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Free throw good, MP.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
10 seconds. Team starts.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Pass to Capella. Now MP. And he gets it to go. MP's got 45 points.
You know, even if this game doesn't go their way, I think he's got to be proud of how he performed tonight.
Alexander Walker passes to Shannon. Back to Alexander Walker. To the inside. Garza, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
Now Young. MP inside. Defended by Alexander Walker. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
MP doing a nice job orchestrating the offense. Excellent find.
Minnesota's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Alexander Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Einad's checked in. Here's MP. 6 to shoot. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Ingles. Dillingham with it. Pass to Minot. Here's Garza. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now Dillingham. Ingles with a screen on Young. Dillingham, no good. There's 1:59 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson sets the screen for Rizachet. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Here's Dillingham, defended by Young. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Dozier's checked in. Here's MP. Banked in off the glass. MP's got 47 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And in terms of the season record, this is going to be their 18th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Miller's checked in, and he makes both free throws. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And so it's Atlanta with it. And, yep, another basket.
And this is an all-time great score, a 50-point performance tonight.
Rally's just cracked the top 5, alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances.
At 50 for the 18th time. Only Harden, Kobe, Jordan, and Wilt have had more. That's a who's who of scores.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind